We got a new trailer for Elden Ring Nightreign. It dropped earlier today. I've been so excited all throughout the day to try and get home and watch this because I'm so excited for Elden Ring Nightreign. I've been kind of in the mood to play some more Souls games. Before we hop into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below if you're excited for Elden Ring Nightreign. If you are, which class are you trying out first? But let's dive in, man. I'm too excited. Dude, it looks so good. I think it looks even crispier than Elden Ring.
Elden Ring Nightreign is a co-op survival action game where you navigate a vast and dangerous field with other players.
I'm very excited to try
You
out
must
like the
become one
multiplayer
of the
aspect of this.
Nightfarers, fighting through the endless night and taking on scores of vicious foes over the span of 3 days. Once a country that thrived thanks to the power of gods, Limveld is now nearing its end, gradually being eroded by the night that has saturated the land. You will be deployed to Limveld to hunt the Night Lords as a level 1 character. In your current state, you won't stand a chance against that type of overwhelming power. You must gain
This is
the
going to be
strength
people who
survive
do level 1
by
runs of
moving
this.
swiftly and skillfully. It's up to you to choose your route within the limited time you have before night falls. You can choose to hunt enemies and level up. Search for treasures, weapons, and items. Infiltrate bases guarded by soldiers to gather information from hidden operational maps. Or challenge powerful enemies, wandering the land and lurking in heavily infested fortresses to obtain equally powerful rewards.
Damn.
Whether you choose to move together or divide and conquer, your character's skills, playstyle, and traits should guide your priorities. The layout of Limveld will change
Dude,
each
fuck the
time
rune
you
bears.
visit. With every expedition, bases, types of enemies, chest rewards, and other features of the field will fluctuate. Sometimes your exploration may be interrupted by enemy ambushes. Or you
Of
may
course they got
encounter
Morgoth.
unpredictable events, like sudden meteor strikes.
Falling Star Beast.
Even more dramatic changes can also appear, like erupting volcanic craters
my
bubbling
gosh.
with lava, or dark forests shrouded with corruption that rots anyone who dares explore it.
We got Rot
In this
Forest.
constantly shifting world,
God damn it.
you will face new choices as the battlefield evolves with each expedition. Evaluate every situation. Use your skills to fight
Oh, they're
back
gonna have that.
and survive through the night. As darkness blankets Limveld, the night's tide will begin to cover the field, narrowing your range of traversal. And as night falls, you will be driven towards an unavoidable confrontation. A harsh battle ensues as various powerful enemies arrive. Some of your allies may fall before their mighty attacks, but this isn't the end. Critically injured allies can rejoin the fight if you attack them using your skills and weapons. You can also rescue them from afar, using tools like bows or magic. These
So having
battles
some
are
sort of
tough,
range
but
on your
don't
character
give
is
up.
going to
Use all the
be
powers you have gathered in Limveld to survive and overcome.
very good for trying to pick up down teammates and stuff.
8 Nightfarers assembled to defeat the Night Lord. Each Nightfarer possesses different weapons and unique passive abilities, skills, and ultimate arts. Wilder, a knight proficient in a wide range of melee weapons, can throw grappling hooks to pull enemies, or swiftly
That's
close
so
distances.
sick.
You can also launch explosive iron spikes that deal a powerful blow to any enemy. Guardian, a warrior equipped with a massive shield, excels in defense, Their skill, Whirlwind, can lift enemies off their feet and deflect arrows.
Oh, that's a pretty big
Their
AoE.
art, Wings of Salvation, repels approaching enemies and deploys a magic circle to save allies from dire situations.
Oh, dude, Guardian seems like a very strong character.
An archer who never misses a foe's weakness, controls enemies from a distance. His marking skill injures and pressures the enemy, greatly disrupting their poise and creating openings to exploit. His arch single shot fires a supersonic arrow that pierces through every enemy.
So we got Dragon Piercer in this.
Ensuring no escape. Duchess, a virtuous thief with quick reflexes.
Yeah,
Uses her cunning to confuse enemies.
Her movement.
After attacking, she can use the skill Restage to reenact what just happened.
It's like
deal
very
damage
Bloodborne
again.
coded
Her art finale
and is very appealing
hides
to
her
me.
and nearby allies from the enemy's view, giving them a chance to adjust their positions or create an ambush. Raider, a seafarer who is resilient and unyielding in battle, doesn't flinch at minor attacks, and rampages through enemies. His skill, Retaliate, strikes back with a powerful blow that cannot be interrupted by enemy attacks. His art, Totem Stellar, summons a colossal gravestone that serves as an attack to dispel enemies, acts as a wall to
Wait,
block
that's
projectiles,
sick.
and
Oh, he's gonna
amplifies the
be
strength of allies
a
who
very
protect
popular
their
character, I
fallen.
feel like.
Recluse, a wielder of ancient magic, collects the elemental attributes attached to enemies and allies to produce different types of powerful magic, such as lightning-based.
Dude, she looks so
Or fire-based
cool. I don't vibe with magic in these types
Her
of games
art,
because
Soul Blood Song,
I have like 2
it
brain
also grants
cells
foes with an
and I
arcane
must
click of
bonk.
blood that allows
But
allies to
man, she
recover
looks
health
cool.
and magic by attacking them. By mastering the style, skill,
Sorry.
by attacking
Allow
them,
allies to recover health
it allows allies to recover health and magic
and
by
magic.
attacking them.
Okay,
By
so it's like
mastering the
a
style, skill,
Moira
ultimate
ult.
arts of these night farers, you may be able to survive
Wait,
and
is that?
defeat the night.
They didn't show the last one. I'll go back to it after
The
this.
hidden round table
After
hold
we watch it
serves
initially.
as a base for nightfarers preparing for battle in Limveld. Relics recovered from expeditions can enhance your abilities when equipped before deployment. Relics have a diverse assortment of effects, ranging from increasing stats to altering the performance of skills. Different relic combinations can alter your gameplay experience, so try out different
Nice.
approaches and see what suits you best for the journey ahead. In a corner of the back room, a small jar merchant operates a bazaar selling various goods. Once you accumulate the currency
Let's go, a pot.
earned as battle rewards, it might be worth checking what's on sale. Using the fitting mirror, you can unlock new costumes with Merc and change your appearance.
Oh, it looks so good.
These outfits allow you to change your Nightfarer's style to suit your tastes. Some costumes might even look familiar.
True. A sunbro! Alright, we back. I had to step away for just a second, but so excited to continue doing this.
As you battle against the night, fragments of your lost memories may return, giving you glimpses of who you once were. By recovering these fragments of lost memory, you can fill in the blanks of your Nightfarer's blurred recollections.
So, like, is this
In these
character
memories,
actually like
Conversations with
Maria,
other
Lady Maria?
Nightfarers or residents of the Round Table Hold might reveal new objectives. Achieving these goals during adventures in Limveld will help unravel the past, revealing each Nightfarer's origins and purposes.
I like that a lot.
See why they have come together at this Round Table Hold, and why
Oh,
they
we're
fight.
getting story? Come on, bro. I'm all in. All in on this game, man.
The Night
So
Lords are the
excited.
ultimate threat, waiting for players on the third day in Limveld. The
Oh my
Nightfarers are the only
gosh.
warriors remaining who can stop them and save this land from total obliteration.
Damn.
Battling a Night Lord, a being that boasts overwhelming attack power and toughness, will be more challenging than anything faced in Limveld.
Damn.
However, There are ways to resist this threat. By carefully navigating Limbo, acquiring more powerful tools and weapons with attributes effective against each Night Lord, discovering relics, and growing as a fighter.
So, are you gonna know? Ooh, Estelle, let's
Victory
go.
against the Night Lord will be within reach.
She said, ooh, and one of the ancient
Set forth on
dragons.
this thrilling and fast-paced adventure.
Wait,
Filled with danger and achievement. Dare to stand together against the fall of night.
was that Godric with like crucible powers? Oh my. Holy. Okay, there was a lot of things that I saw in this that I want to go back to. So, as is tradition, we got to go back to the very beginning and go through this slowly. First of all, like shadow giants just walking around, like just visually. I don't think we're gonna be able to like interact with these guys or anything, but like just this visual. Peak. This is interesting because like obviously you can see that there's like a gravity ball in there, and these craters are the ones that are made by falling star beasts. But I'm curious if there's going to be like different kinds of enemies that can fall down in these craters. But number two, since they were talking about like invasions at this point, if Radon could be an invasion as a meteor, since like part of his fight is coming down like a meteor. Okay, this part with the knife bearers. We saw every character on this list except for this last one. But we do see in little clips, it seems like his ability, or at least like one of his passive abilities, is like the Sekiro block mechanic. Because he shows up, he's right there, but here he's like doing the Sekiro blocks. But I'm assuming you have to have like enough stamina to do it, because it does like break his stamina. Right there, you could hear it break, and then obviously he gets whooped. There's also this character who they talked about like skins being in the game. So maybe this is a skin for a certain character. But this doesn't look like any of the characters that were on that list. At least to me. Yeah, like maybe that's a skin for the sorceress, or maybe there's another slot, because we only have like one magic user here, and that was more of like a holy magic. So maybe that's another Nightfarer. But yeah, I mean, they all seem pretty unique, very useful in a lot of ways. Like this one seems like it's just the all-arounder, but like that grapple hook mechanic and then like the explosiveness of it seems like he's just all offense, all go. Guardian, in my opinion, at least from all the ones that they showed off, seems like he's going to be the strongest. Just stalwart defensively, but also able to have support to pick other players up. I think it was here. Boom, and it auto-reses this caster and like knocks down the enemy. Seems very strong. The archer seems like he's going to be a very strong offensive option as well. Especially being able to like put a tracer on a boss, so you can like create a crit point, seems very strong. This character though, Duchess, like look at that, the dodges. I mean, that's Bloodborne 100%. Bandai Namco, Sony, From Software, Bloodborne 2, please. This guy seems like he's going to be an absolute offensive powerhouse as well, but is like ultimate. Where is it? Here. Totem Stella. And then you can climb up here and use it as a spot to get like the falling attacks off, and also to stay safe. Wait, sorry, what did I say? So it has a protective aura around it as well. Whatever that means. Aura seems like she's going to be the most complex character here, because from what I remember of the tech test, and I didn't get to play it, so maybe my understanding of it is wrong, but from what I remember, Aura was able to take different sorceries. I think it was, you have 3 or 4 different slots to be able to put sorceries in, different elements, and then you can use certain attacks based on like the order of your elements and stuff like that. Like very complex. She is going to be very difficult to play, but I think the ones who can master her and find the right combinations of things are going to be just gods, being able to pump out just insane damage. And that, like, her ultimate, like, healing plus damage beam, it's 100% Moira from Overwatch. But then it never goes in to this character's abilities, like, at all. But you can see it's like the Sekiro parry mechanics, from what I could tell, going to be a character who can turn defense into very powerful offense very quickly. And I love Sekiro, so honestly this might be the character that I spend most of my time on, but we'll see. We don't really know all of his abilities or anything. No idea. I think this is the same character that I was showing earlier, who we just don't know who it is. So it seems, now that I'm putting it in this context, it seems like there's this guy who we didn't get to see the abilities of, but was on the roster list, and then we have this person who we don't see the abilities of. We can see the fingerprint seal right there, but is also not on the roster. So I think this is going to be like the first DLC character. This next part reminds me a lot of Bloodborne as well, where you could like socket different blood gems into weapons to like upgrade them and stuff, and give you different like build crafting options. It seems like they're expanding on this system here with relics. They're used to enhance abilities when equipped before deployment, but we're going back to see if we can find out exactly what that socket does. Improved dragon cult incantations and improved faith. So it seems like these are going to give amps to your base stats, as well as like specified families of abilities. Also other things, not exactly sure what, but this is also only like one kind of stone. There's a bunch of other stones. Improved poison resistance, more, so this gives like two base stats. That's really interesting. So it seems like these relics are pretty much what you're going to be trying to get throughout these runs. I assume they drop from bosses, or you could also find them in the world, and also from the shop, like it says later on in here. But this is going to be like the bulk of your build crafting, along with the weapons that you find out in the world. It also says it can alter the gameplay experience, like being able to heal your entire party. And then this one, you could see is like tornado or whirlwind or whatever it calls, hits multiple times now. I think in the gameplay earlier it just hit once. And then you have the jar who's selling the relics for Merc. You have the cosmetics here, which they look really sick. And earlier I said that like almost Mikola looking character who is using Mikola's rings of light on her staff could maybe be a skin for this character, but looking at these, I don't think so. I think that's for sure an entirely new character. But these all look fantastic, and it seems like they're all earnable in game. And then obviously you have a Sunbro here, looks so good. This I am praying that the storytelling in this game is more akin to that of like Sekiro, where I don't want to say akin to Sekiro because it's just not going to be like that. You know, that entire game is like narrative driven, whereas like Soulsborne games typically aren't narratively driven. There's a ton of narrative within the games, like within the items and stuff, but it's not narratively driven. So I think by what they're saying here, it's going to be sort of like a middle ground where it's not exactly narratively driven, but you're going to be able to participate in the narrative to find out who these people are outside of Limveld, who they were before they got here, why they're fighting. But it seems like it's going to be more than just item descriptions, because you're going to be going on quests to like figure it out. And I am super excited to see how the storytelling in this game is and how it actually all plays out. And bro, these Night Lords, just insane. This is the only one I think that we could fight in the playtest. I've seen this fight a lot. Insane fight. But we also get to see this guy who looks extremely familiar, though I don't know from where. It could also just be from previous trailers. This guy looks gnarly, just disgusting. This dude also looks somewhat familiar, but also just looks crazy. All of these bosses look like so much fun to fight. And they also showed Estelle in here at some point. There was the Miquella's Rings of Light. Yeah, here's Estelle, natural born of the void from Elden Ring. But I'm curious if this means Estelle is going to be what are the bosses called? Night Terrors or Night Reigns? Night Lords. Sorry. If Estelle is going to be a Night Lord, or if they're just showing like other bosses, because that's an ancient dragon. I forget what the ancient dragon's names are, but here, Godric, the Grafted, but he's using powers of the Crucible. It looks like, because it looks like the tail whip thing, but also that tail looks very different. I mean, it looks like a bunch of tails grafted, but it obviously looks different from what the Crucible tails look like in Elden Ring, but it's still got the same glow. I mean, it could also be he's the lord of all that's golden, so you know, it could be that sort of power. But I'm happy that they're like integrating different moves into characters that we've already seen, and it's not just like a one-to-one rip. May 30th. Oh, I'm so excited. So we got Doom coming up on May 15th. Super excited for that one. And then we got Elden Ring coming out on May 30th. I'm hoping to have Doom done before this. Super excited for that. I've been having a ton of fun on Marathon. I'm going to have a thoughts and feedback video on that coming out at some point after it ends. I also today actually got an invite for Arc Raiders. So I'm really excited to try that one out as soon as I get this video edited and everything. So I'll have like some gameplay of that up. That should be the next video that goes out. I'm not entirely sure if I'll have like a feedback video or anything for that game, because I won't have as much time with it like I've had with Marathon. Instead of a feedback, it might just be like a thoughts and impressions type of thing. We'll see. But if you guys are excited to see that content and more, please don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. How are you feeling about Elden Ring Nightreign? I'm super excited for it. I'm ready to dive in right now. I wish I could, but I will see y'all next time. Peace!